Okay, today is August 19th, 2025. It is currently 605 degrees Fahrenheit outside here in Missouri. And I was asked to do a progress video, so figured I'd do one. Better late than never. Haven't done one this year yet. Here is one of our rain catcher raised garden beds. As you can see, it's pretty much overgrown by a bunch of stuff. I used a bunch of recycled soil that I had been composting for the last couple of years and threw it in, and man, all these volunteers. The only thing that I really planted in here is this sweet potato vine, and that's going to be Japanese purple sweet potatoes. Everything else, all the basil, these cherry tomatoes, just going insane. I did plant this kale, but it is just getting ravaged by these white cabbage butterflies. It's technically invasive, but I mean, they're pollinators, they're just pests, but hey, that's just kind of the way it is. Gotta give nature part of their keep. Moving on, this is the rain garden / native garden bed, one of them. This is a cranberry. We have a lot of milkweed this year, which is very exciting because with milkweed comes monarch caterpillars. I've seen around probably 15 or 16 various places in the property. Here we have one of the pollinator gardens. It is starting to wind down with it being August, but it's still being visited quite often by different birds and native pollinators, lots of different butterflies. Here's one of our hugelkultur berms. We just used it for flowers mostly this year. There is a few herbaceous bushes in there, rosemary, lavender. Some mint got in there, which I'm going to be taking out at the end of the fall because mint is just so aggressive. Here's the new duck house. The ducks are not in there right now. They're somewhere out there, I'm sure, because it's a million degrees. There's a very cute boy. Another addition that we had this year is this bird feeding tower / martin house. Purple martin house, I should say. And we're just really turning this whole area into a bird section. Trying to give them as many food sources, water sources, anything they need to really survive out here in this area. Still gonna be doing a couple more things. Here's the tree chair. Lots of sunflowers and zinnias, and trumpet vine is growing up. This is a pawpaw tree that I planted, one of 4 that I think is around this house. It's our hibiscus. We planted a lot of canna lilies throughout the yard just to see where they are. Oh, and speak of, here is a very cute butterfly. I don't know what kind that is, but look at him. Gorgeous. Anyways, there's another berm. A lot of canna lilies, some milkweed, some zinnias. As we come up here, here's the other side of that rain garden. As you can see, we got a bunch of different flowers. That's a Myers lemon tree on the right. And as we move this way, just come over to this sunflower berm, which is going insane this year. We had kind of a late start this spring. It wasn't as hot as it normally is in the Midwest, or at least I've been accustomed to. It was a little bit late going on, so we have kind of a later season happening. But these mammoths have just been going all summer almost, since late July, I'd say. So it took a little bit, but man, they've just been taking off now. Birds love them. Those goldfinches go crazy. Here is our berry berm, year 2. So there hasn't been a whole lot of berries. I've kind of just been letting vining annuals take over. We have a lot of different types of gourds and pumpkins. Here we have some watermelon. And if you remember last year, we had full mature watermelons by July last year. So that is just an indicator of how long it has taken for things to get going. We have quite a few growing. As we go through, there's a lot of ornamental gourds taking over, which I'm okay with because the berries aren't really gonna pop off until next year. Now this is the trellis. Now the front of it has been taken over by loofah gourds. As you can see, those big guys in there. Good loofah gourd. Good loofah gourd. And then on the back of it here, we have our Missouri wild grapes, which have exploded in their second year. I am very impressed with them. I didn't realize that they were gonna produce this many grapes. I think we've pulled quite a bit off of them. Unfortunately, there has been a lion's share to some of these worm-like creatures that burrow into them. Need to do more research on that for next year, but I think we're just gonna have to protect the grapes once they start growing. Here is a tomatillo that is not doing the best, at least in its looks, but it has been producing like crazy, so maybe it's just stressed because of the heat and producing fruit. Here is some of our heirloom tomatoes, and like the rest of the garden, it took a long time for them to ripen. They were growing fairly quickly and fast, but it took forever for us to have days that were below 90 for the amount of time needed to start that ripening process. Coming back here, some more tomatoes. We got some beans. We got some more basil, purple Thai basil, garlic chives. We got our super spicy boys. I think those are some Scotch bonnet. We got some Bhutolokia, which is the ghost pepper, and we got some Reaper as well. Here is a Thai bird's eye chili. They are so spicy, so spicy and delicious. Here's some heirloom tomatoes that are taking forever to ripen, but like, just look at the size of that. Look at the beefcakes they are. Good job growing. We have some shishitos, some bell peppers, some mammoth jalapenos. They've been very prolific and growing this year. The arch on this side has not been doing the greatest because pests killed all of our cucumbers this year. Freaking squash bugs, cucumber beetle, I should say. But we still have some stuff trying to grow up it, trying to get some cherry tomatoes to cover it. Here's another view of that Missouri wild grape going nuts. But I'd say the most aggressive grower that we have in the garden, again, is this loofah gourd. We have only planted 2, and it has just taken over everything. Coming over here, we have the 4 berms underneath the cypress tree. This is Michaela's bouquet garden. It's kind of winding down for the season. We just got ducks and chickens, and we're still adjusting to that. So when we planted the seeds in June, I think they all just got eaten by Penny and her duck friends. But next year, we're gonna put up the chicken wire much earlier. Here is our medicine berm, our chamomile that we've been drying, elderberries, orange balm. We have our currant bush and our gooseberry bush. They're all done producing for the year. Now we're just going to be getting them prepped to prune in the fall. Hopefully getting ready for a great harvest again next year. Here's the shade garden / hummingbird feeder garden. Just very slow growth on this side just because of the shade that it's in, the positioning from the sun. It comes over that way, pulls over that way. So not really the best location, but that's why we have all these shade plants here. And then here is the wildflower berm. Now with this berm, I don't do anything to it except for seed with the packets of pollinator mix that the Missouri Botanical Gardens sells at all their locations. And it's just been very incredible watching how all of these flowers explode every year, and we really don't have to do anything. They are native. They love this clay that is all around this property. And we have, echinias, purple cone flowers, cup flowers, Mexican hat wildflowers, Shasta daisies. I mean, you name it. And it's great because every season there is something different blooming in here. So I think that's it. I'm not sure if we have anything else. I mean, we got some more sunflowers here. We got some asparagus over there. But I think Diego.